Friends. Welcome to a very new episode of Educated Muslim. You know, Martin Luther King Jr. once said, hate begets hate, violence begets violence, toughness begets a greater toughness. We must meet the forces of hate with the power of love. But then that was Martin Luther's logic that we should meet the forces of hate with love. But not everybody does it that way. You know, my country, India, has a huge population. We are the largest, most populated country in the world. We have surpassed China. We are kind of 1.4 billion people. Out of that 1.4 billion people, 76% are Hindus, 15% are Muslims. Christians are kind of 2-3% officially, but Christianity can survive even without getting an official demographic count. So it's considered little over 5%. But then this is a situation where Muhammad made sure that the Muslims of India will be in trouble today. Isn't it interesting? Yes, it is. What happened is that in the Quran, in the Hadith, in the teachings of Muhammad, he put a division among the people. He caused two people to come into pass. One was the Mu'min, which is the followers of Islam, and the others are the Kafirs, which are generally called as unbelievers. But then that is there for all religion, the people of your faith and the people of the other faith. So everybody is an unbeliever to the other faith. But Islam goes a little bit more further than that simple distinction. They are asked to hate the people who are not of the faith, which is really funny. Why should you hate certain people? Because you remember in the Hadith, Quran, Muhammad is saying that be tough with your neighbors, and to the Christians and Jews, push them to the edge of the road and let them find hardness or toughness within you. So that is a rule which Muhammad has made public, and all Muslims do follow that. Only the namesake Muslims who are trying to be more human, they may not follow, but in the heart of hearts, that lingers in their mind. So what happened is that recently in India, north of India is more uneducated and a little more barbarian type guys, and the south is little more, educated guys. So this happened somewhere in the central India, the state of Madhya Pradesh. So there is this place called Panna, and in Panna, what happened is that there is this guy called Mr. Sonkar, and Sonkar's mother had was in the hospital, admitted in the hospital. He is a Hindu. This Sonkar, Pawan Sonkar, he is a Hindu, and his mother was admitted into the hospital. And in the hospital, there was a requirement for blood to be transfused into the mother of this man, Praveen Sonkar. And then what did Praveen do? Pawan. Pawan Sonkar or one guy, Sonkar. So he went out and got hold of one person and said that this is the blood group of my mother. Can you please come and donate your blood to me? And he said, okay, fine, I'll do that. When he came and the doctor asked, what is your name? And by the name only, every Muslim can be identified as a Muslim. So when he heard that this guy is a Muslim, the doctor said, no, your blood is not going to be given to a Hindu. Wow, why is that? The reason is that, well, in our country, that is how it is. A Hindu's blood cannot be mixed with a Muslim and Muslims with Hindus. That's not acceptable. Both are human beings. Technically, the blood of any human who matches the blood group should work. But in this case, the religion is coming into the play. And that is kind of hate, isn't it? Somebody's life is at stake and another person is ready to give a blood, but then the doctor refuses not to give the blood or not to push in the blood of this Muslim to the Hindu, just because of the religious bigotry. And why do you think this has happened? This is not something that happened with that doctor at that point in time. There is a hate between the Hindus and the Muslims which has been fomenting since few centuries. And then after the latest governments, that means the Modi government, you might have seen this man. He is the Prime Minister of India. He is a very right wing, totally anti-Hindu, anti-Muslim person. And he and his party has created a situation in India where Muslims are kind of made into second class citizens. Yes, it's very true. Not that we Christians are in a better position, but then generally speaking, the Hindus don't have much problem with the Christians, except because the evangelization of the Christians can be a little twisty story, but then generally the Christians are in a better position. But then the Muslims, unfortunately, because of their violent past and this kafir moment distinction which they have put into the society, has caused this. Now, friends, look at this video. It's basically a Hindi video. It's a small video which I got in Twitter. But then this is a proof that the society is divided in the basis of religion. And the primary cause is the way Muslims treat their neighbors.
किसी ने कहा है कि कोई उनका हाँ हाँ हमने कहा वो हिंदू ये मुसलमान तो उसकी क्या प्रॉब्लम नहीं प्रॉब्लम है ना एक बार में भैया डोनर आते हैं यहाँ पर हम लोगों की नौकरी के चक्कर होता है आप लिख के दे दीजिए कि किसी भी मुस्लिम का कोई नहीं मुसलमान हिंदू से बात नहीं है डोनर वाली बात है हिंदू मुसलमान.
Now, the poison which was injected by Muhammad to their neighbors or to the Kafirs is coming to bite them back. This is a good lesson for all of us to learn. We should stop hating others. We should stop differentiating others basis of the religion and treat all people as equal. Now that is the end of this video. May the good Lord bless you and keep you. Thank you.